Chancellor, Professor P. Nagabhushan, sir, to please address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. You're all startup guys, and I thought you would be responding to me. I said, good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon. If you are so passive as a startup, when will it start up? Okay, right. So thank you very much for responding. Honorable Professor, Brigadier Kameshwara, Mr. Jibin Jeffrey, Dr. Ramakrishna from University of Hyderabad, Mr. Kalyan, Mr. Lalit, and Mr. Murli Krishna, our Commodore Dr. Raghunathan, and Vijayram Sandeep over here. Very, very good afternoon to every one of you. I'm so proud that India is progressing and India is shining. The youngsters today who have come over here to receive their first check for this startup activity definitely would be feeling that they are in the seventh world, but this is only a first pedestal, but there's a lot more to learn. Before I start telling something, I just tell you one small anecdote. There were four friends. One friend died. Unfortunately, he died. Then they all went to his coffin. The first friend, alive friend, just put $10 into his coffin and said, my dear friend, when you get up, you first use this $10 and then call me. The second friend picked up that $10 and wrote down a check and put a check for $20 and said, well, this includes $10 of my friend and my $10 is $20 check. For any reason you get up, you should use this and call us. The third friend who was there watching, probably a startup guy, he went and he picked up that check also. It was a self-check. He picked up that self-check also and then left a promissory note. I promise you to pay $30 when you get up. That should be your shrewd attitude. You have got to learn that. You have got to be very shrewd. And surely you will definitely come up. There is nothing wrong in being shrewd, but everything is wrong if you drive shrewdly. There is nothing wrong in being shrewd. So please be shrewd, because a lot more things have got to happen. Murli was quite right in mentioning that there shall be a lot of hurdles, and that is where you have got to understand. I'm very happy that Dr. Kalyan and also Dr. Murli echoed that you have got to use AI, artificial intelligence. Well, then, more than that, I would tell that every startup should add to the corpus of AI, because what is very necessary for a successful AI is the corpus, and that's what it has got to be added by every one of you, right? Well then, coming over to Vignan startup, I have not been able to think anything new than what I had thought as director at IIIT Allahabad. That startup of IIIT Allahabad, the incubating activity was going so very well. Dr. Rahul Kala was the person who was looking after my IIIT Allahabad. I would just tell you, the young startup guys, I would promise you that I would allow you to simultaneously register for your MTech by research program or for your MBA by research program. And if you have already got the master's degree, you can register for PhD by research program. on what you are handling, on your own startup problem, not on any other topic, on your own startup activity. All that you have got to do is, in a day, sleep at least 1 hour less. And during that 1 hour, you write down, you note down what is the novelty, what is the creativity, and what has been the new experience. We should get into your thesis towards the end. Even if startup is going to be a failure, which shall not be a failure, in spite it meets the dead end without being productive, your journey of these 2-3 years should not be a waste. You shall have your experiences recorded as your MTech degree in case you are a BTech degree holder or a MBA degree. If you are already a master's degree holder, you should have a PhD. This will definitely make you to propel further, to rise further later. And if you are successful, absolutely this degree shall also add to the value of your success. Right? So this is one which Vignan University shall straight away offer you. Right? This is what is going to happen. Dr. Vijayram, Professor Vijayram already mentioned that you should involve our students. You should, in fact, you should roll in our students at least 2 to 5 in number, and they have got to really, be with you as interns. In fact, in our curriculum, in our new regulations, which is National Education Policy Compliant Curriculum, Compliant Regulation, we grant them sabbatical semester also. We not only grant them sabbatical semester, we shall also give credit earning based on their internship and based on how they are going to spend with you. They can claim the credits also towards the completion of that BTech. In fact, if they are going to get associated with you strongly, I shall waive off their final year project work also, because what they are going to learn here, what they are going to earn and learn here is much more than what they can do in a conventional project work. Therefore, you should utilize them, if not as interns, at least as free support engineers. Free, you don't need to pay for them. It is free support engineering system which I am creating, right? So you should utilize them. You have got to. Now I am thinking of introducing a new scheme called S-Cube scheme. This S-Cube scheme is spouse support scheme. In case you are a startup investor, in case you are getting into a startup, and as Murali Krishna mentioned just now, there was a time I had to invest my salary, not only my salary, my wife's salary also. So did Narayan Murthy also. Not only he invested Sudha Murthy's salary, he also invested her jewels also. Right? And towards the end, he was so shrewd that he did not allow her to join the Infosys company. Right? And then he had no single twink of his eyes. He did not even blink his eye when he introduced his son into Infosys company. These are all beautiful stories and these are all wonderful experiences, but nevertheless, in case your spouse, normally your spouse will definitely be employed somewhere. He or she will also be earning. He or she will also be financially good. That is the reason why you have taken the risk to have a startup. But in case you don't have, let that candidate's resume be presented to our institution. We will try to accommodate your spouse, and that will be a supporting scheme for such person also, right? So we will think about this also, we are sure. So this shall be spouse support system, which I want this team to think very, very seriously. All right? More than that, if you are going to be on campus, And if you are going to be involved with the startup activity here on campus, and if you still want to be a part-time academic instructor, we would definitely welcome you, and you will definitely get some additional incentive for that. Okay? You will definitely welcome. We should be different. We have got to do it differently. And I do not want these startup people to be a failure at any point of time, because failure shall not happen. Failures are the real reasons of great experience, and that great experience learning has got to be shared. Therefore, definitely we shall create all these possibilities, make use of that. Okay? Compartmentalize your time. So if you are if you are registering for your PhD, all that I need is sacrifice 1 hour of your sleep time. That is enough, because creative work you have been doing because of your company. I don't need anything extra. And I don't need you to do anything extra for your PhD. Whatever you have been doing on the startup, whatever the innovativeness, whatever the novelty, you record it as your PhD thesis. All right? And then I'm sure our registrar and our Professor Vijayram, Sandeep will come out with a good model for spouse support system. Please see that our regulation where we permit our BTech students to avail sabbatical and also give the credit equivalent shall not go a waste. Thank you very much for such a patient listening, and congratulations to all of you. You are the proud first set of our startup
Yes.
team.
Yeah.
All the best. Thank you very much.